all the markets are at the moment crashing, like really the whole crypto market here. I mean, not everything, but most of the altcoins and for example .atom are just so low. Okay, we are just at some prices that we could not expect really before. This is just pretty crazy. So if you're now underwater, you're taking some massive losses on this asset just going down, I'm going to show you something today, a tip so you can avoid such losses and you can invest really, if we can say that, a safest way. Okay, again, there are no any financial advice. I'm going to show you everything today, so make sure as always, if you enjoy the content, to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Thank you so much if you take the time to do it. As always, it's very complex to be visible on YouTube if you're a small YouTuber. I mean, I'm not really a YouTuber, I'm more a trader than a YouTuber, but anyway, so thank you so much if you take the time to also write some comments down below and share the video. Really, thank you so much. Anyway, let's get started with this. So first of all, we're going to go on a bit of a bigger time frame, okay? And I'm going to show you, for example, let's go on DOT. You know what? Let's go on DOT so we can really get a nice idea of how to avoid a loss really on such asset that is just literally crashing. As you can see, we're almost back at the open price, the price at the open. This is just pretty crazy. So the thing is, how can you avoid possible losses on this? For example, if you push here, maybe you're going to you're doing some DCAs. For example, you're buying here, even bigger, and you could just buy, for example, right here. Okay, it's very simple. Again, it's very simple. What you have to do here is to first learn a wave. So why? Simply because this can give you a possible reversal. Okay, by the way, you have a very good example on FTM. You have a very good example on FTM. Okay, it's okay. So what you have to use with what you have to understand with your wave is, if you don't want to learn, you know, all waves, you just have to learn the most basic waves, the ABC zigzag or the impulsive. If you want to do so, you have everything for absolutely free on the MOONCHARTS.info website. Really, it's 100% free. You have nothing to pay to do this. Just have everything here on the website. By the way, you didn't read all it down. But you have to go into plan section, create an account with a member upgrade, absolutely free, and you have all this course for absolutely free on the website. What is an ABC zigzag? It's very simple. You have an A, okay, a B and a C. What is an impulsive? You have 5 waves. So you have a wave 1 like this, gonna play the exact same wave 2, wave, bam, impulsive here. So higher, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pull the wave also on that one. What are the smaller waves of this? Okay, what are the smaller waves? The smaller waves are exactly the same for the wave 1, then the A wave, for the wave 2, then the B wave, and for the wave 3, for compared to the C. Okay, so we have the wave 1 with a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse. So again, we're leading for people that know a bit more waves. Okay, so we have this kind of wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller with pink wave like this, and so from here you can just take these waves. These are the exact same ones we're gonna get on the in the A wave. Sorry, in the B wave you're gonna get, let's say, a double EXY. Okay, in the B or in the wave 2, so double EXY. You can take this double EXY, place it here. You have the exact same smaller wave. Then what do you have for a C wave? You have a 5 waves impulsive. So you have this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And here exactly the same, but much bigger. Normally you have this kind of wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Okay, so you can see here these 2 patterns. You have an impulsive or a correction to go more down. These are the exact same smaller waves. So what you have to do is clearly to recognize what is the context you're trading in. Okay, but now if you don't really want to spend some time on this, you just want to make it very easy, so you don't really spend hours and months and years maybe to learn a wave. Normally you don't spend years but months more likely. But anyway, if you don't want to make it too complex, we have a very good example on FTM, not FTX. So here, for example, what do you have? Okay, so you get the massive drop. You can plan all tariffs, do some DCA, bam, bam, bam. Okay, but the thing is, here you start getting a bit of a drop. You get your drop, you plan maybe your tariffs also to the downside. You get a first rise, you get another continuation down here. What do you have here? You get a rise. Here inside you get some nice 5 waves. Okay, if you go on a bit of a lower time frame, okay, like this, maybe the 4 like that, for example, what you can read here, it's simply 5 waves. Okay, you can clearly see here that we have a wave 1, bam, so we can get such wave 1 with an ABC flat. Oh, by the way, no, we'll take this more. So a wave 3 here, a wave 4 right there, and a wave 5. It's really just so you can really understand how to play with this. So if we have a 5 waves, what we can look for here, A, B, and then a C. Okay, or a wave, bam, bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive. Exactly what I showed you earlier. So instead of trying to catch a knife, what I'm trying to tell you is really, instead of trying to catch a knife all the time, trying to buy the dip and completely get wrecked on this, what you need to do is just wait for the market to bottom itself. Wait for it to bottom. Who cares to buy here or here if you get a massive pump next? Who cares? Because the thing is, when you're going to get this 5 ways up, again, this was more likely a correction. You can see we do have the 5 ways, so double XY or double XY, X and Z, okay? When you have these 5 ways up, okay, what you're going to do is simply, you have the 5 ways up, you're simply going to buy the retracement next, because if you have some 5 ways impulsive or a leading, you just cannot take the wave one route. Again, you just cannot. Everything is possible. If you take the wave one route, just because your wave count was wrong, really. It was not 5 ways. So make sure to note still a bit of the wave to make sure these 5 ways are valid. Again, you have everything for free on the website, okay? About the impulsive or ABC zigzag, it's free, absolutely free, 100% free. Impulsive, ABC zigzag, extension, retracement tool, the targets, everything, the smaller wave, all of this, really. No worries about that, there is no trap. So here, when you're going to get this, so you're going to bottom, okay, you're going to get a bottom here, maybe in the target you have planned. How do you know if you have to buy this target or not? Because the thing is, you're going to plan your targets, and once you plan your targets, from this target, if you get a bounce, you don't get a 5 ways, you know it's a correction to go more down. So do you buy this? No, not at all. You do not buy this target. You wait for the target, maybe to, for example, you have your target, you bounce but with a correction, you make a new low. Here, now we bounce with 1, 2, 3, or 5. So now we know that we have to, bam, we have a wave 1, 2, or A, B, C, we still get a nice race here. So in any case, if you have the 5 ways up, you just have to buy the retracement here. So this is, in my opinion, the safest way to invest in a crypto market right now, instead of getting in DCA, I mean, going in DCAs or stuff like that. The only thing you have to do is to plan your targets. How can you do this? Just by using, again, yield wave or some levels. You can find some amount of TAs on my YouTube channel. This is just pretty crazy, the amount of stuff you can find here. You have also the playlist here. You have to go in there, yield wave charting. You have just to go into the yield wave here playlist. Oops, I misclicked that. So you just have to go here into the yield wave section here. You have some live stream here where I'm doing some full TAs on some coins, so you can see exactly how I am getting my targets on a higher time frame. When you have planned your targets, the only thing you need to look at from this target is to look if you have some 5 waves to the upside. If you do have the 5 waves to the upside like this, then you know that in any case we're going to come back next to take the highs. It can be a correction here to go more down, such as this. For example, this right here is something we've bought with VIPs before. Now everything is free, but it could be so a wave 3, 4, and bam, a wave 5. Now we have done an ABC, but in any case we've rated a 250% move to the upside. This is just literally crazy. Okay, so this is very nice, and this is the safest way you can really, I really hope that makes sense. This is really the safest way, in my opinion, you can invest in crypto instead of trying to catch a knife and just take some massive losses on spot, or I mean just be really underwater, just add more and maybe the crypto will just completely die. So wait for a sign of strength. Okay, to do so, also to wait for a sign of strength, you can just add some levels. For example, if we reclaim, let's say, I'm on Binance, so I don't really like using this fixed rate on Binance, but for example, let's say if we start reclaiming here, this value are high, this is a sign of strength, and we expect the price to get a nice continuation. For example, you have to find also your levels to where you expect, if we break this, okay, we have more likely, we'll have more chance to get a continuation, a nice continuation from here. Okay, but just by using the wave, okay, you can just plan your waves targets. And from these targets, you just have to see if we have some 5 ways impulsive from here or not. If you do have these 5 ways impulsive, you just have to buy the retracement. How can you buy the retracement? You just pull your retracement tool. Simple as that, really. And what do you add here? You add the best targets. 38.2, 50%, 618, 66%, 7x6. These are your buy zone. If we are in a wave 2, remember, we have 73% chance to bounce from this 56, 118, 66%. Okay, we can still bounce from the 38.3 for super bullish, so be aware of that, and we can still retrace to the 786. It's possible, okay, absolutely possible. But keep in mind that we have 70% chance to bounce from the, to go between the 56, 166% if we are in a wave 2. For the B wave, more likely 38.2, 61866%. Okay, these are the two more likely target. 50% is still possible, and 786 too. But yeah, we'll have more chance to go and bounce from the 30.2 or 61866%. Here it was an ABC exactly, bounced it from the 61866%. Okay, so these are going to be your buy zone, really. Okay, so like this, bam, and so the next one here. These are your 3 buy zone where you're going to bam buy this, and you're going to look for a rise. In any case, you're going to get a rise here, you're going to get a rise to minimum normally, if we don't end up with a truncated C wave, okay, to minimum stay to minimum, sorry, take the high here, okay. The thing is, it's, in my opinion, much better to invest like that, simply because you're not going to get all the time from your target a 5 waves to the upside. If you get a target, you're going to get a correction most of the time, and so you know that this is not a buy, so you just do not buy that target. You go into your next target, get another correction, right? We go more down. Next target, okay, now we have some 5 waves, so we are going to wait for the retracement to come. We buy, and we buy, and from here, maybe a truncated, get wrecked. In that case, fine, we just look for the next target, and so you avoid buying 1, 2, 3. You just bought one time a lot lower, and you're going to compound later when you again are going to get some 5 waves here. In my opinion, this is, again, this is just my opinion, there are no any financial advice, you do whatever you want, but if you really have to be bullish, keep in mind that you are going to more likely print some 5 waves to the upside, and yeah, next you're going to retrace. You're always going to retrace, so remain patient, don't try to catch everything. Really, in my opinion, it's not really useful. Wait for the good, I mean, you know, it's like, for example, here, if we do this, oh my god, I just missed the bottom of this. Now you have some 5 waves up, you're going to retrace next, and so buy the retracement, and then you're going to get a rise. If you go on Bitcoin, okay, gonna make it very simple again once more. If you go on Bitcoin here, so that's not here by the way, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go on Bitcoin, main right here, Bitcoin, let's go on this, okay. So oh yeah, anyway, yeah, let's go on Coinbase, it will be better. So if you go on Bitcoin here, okay, right there, so let's say you've got a massive drop here, you could try to catch a knife and everything. Again, if you have some wave, you're aware of the context you're trading, you know that, for example, here this was 5 waves, so you knew that this was a retracement already to buy. But if, for example, you missed that, okay, because you already got the wave 1 to here before, so you know that this retracement right here was already to buy. Now the thing is, if, for example, you missed that before, right, you've now got 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, so you have another wave 1, wave 2, you have another wave 1, wave 2, so you buy that retracement, extremely small by the way, that one, so that's why here you make another wave 1, 2, and you buy that retracement before we have a rise. We are not going to make a low and bam, keep pushing high. We are always going to get some pullback, and you buy in this pullback, and that's why I'm explaining you when you have some 5 waves before, because you're going to get an impulsive or an ABC zigzag, okay. So anyway, I really hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, really do not hesitate to let me know down below in the description, in the comment section, not in the description at all. And yeah, on this being said, as always, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Thank you so much if you take the time to do it. This is really important if you want to support my work, and yeah, if you want me to create a bigger community, if you want to support everything, this is a way you can help me to do this. And as always, don't forget also to write some comments down below if you want to, of course. This helps just so much with YouTube algorithm, so thank you so much really if you take the time to do it. And on this being said, I hope this tip on how to avoid really big losses when you're buying spot, to just buying the assets, really the assets, sorry, yeah, hope this helped really to avoid this kind of big losses. And yeah, this is really something I wish I know that before investing in crypto, to be fair. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. Anyway, have a brilliant day, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.